How you doing, everyone? Welcome back to episode of Krypto Playboy. My name is Simul. Guys, to begin, chuck a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and stay tuned for more content. And don't forget, join the Discord, get on there. Best tips, pre-sales around, and the world's best crypto community. It's not biased at all. And today, got a very special guest on the show for one of the most hopped up projects from last year and this year. One of my favorites, the Colizeum. So let's get straight into it. All right, you guys probably remember me talking about this project for a while now. Like back September, I was looking at this. November, I was talking about it. December, just kept hyping it up because I'm loving this project. Like a lot of you guys got involved in this. Good on you. A lot of guys have asked me about the project, how to get involved. Well, hopefully you did, and you still have some opportunities. So don't miss it. Colizeum. I'm going to explain it to you. Go back and watch my videos on it if you want to watch in detail. I've done many videos on this because I think it's a great project and it's what's needed. Gaming really is kind of crypto. We know it's growing, but they need some type of platform where people can have a honest, reliable platform to go to with a good outlet of games on there. So Colizeum's going to be that. I do believe they are, and I think it's going to be huge. So I think, guys, let's get some words from the man himself. This is Edgar from Colizeum, and he'll be able to answer a lot of questions and give you a rundown on the project. So really lucky to get him on the show. Actually been a very hard man to get a hold of, so I'm happy to have him on today, and here he is. Hey Edgar, how you doing?
Hey Sam, thank you for having me.
Thanks for coming on. I appreciate it. So
yeah, that was a quite impressive intro. Yeah.
Hopefully, I'll try my best sometimes.
Yeah, I got myself hyped actually watching that beginning. So thank you.
You got to live up to the hype now. Can you give us a little bit of rundown about yourself? Like, what's your background in gaming and Colizeum and all that, so let the people know about you.
Oh, yes, of course. So I myself, I come from like mobile gaming background. We basically started like 8 years ago as like a 2-man, 3-man studio, and like gradually we built like a bunch of different games. Most of them found themselves sitting in App Store shelves, and fast forward. Right now we are like full-size studio of 30 people, 30 professionals working across different specialities. So since last 2 years, since 2 years ago, we basically started to see a lot of opportunities arise on the blockchain scene. And at the same time, we started to see a lot of problems arise on a regular gaming scene. So this is the point where we decided that we want to shift our focus as a company and actually start looking into this space.
I've done a lot of research on it, read into it, and like your background, the team's background, it's massive. Like a lot of guys think it's just a startup company. Like, go do your research on it, and this thing is huge. Like, and your background in gaming, it's like years of experience. So that's what I like about it, and that's why this project just like an eye opener, saying, "Hey, there's a big opportunity waiting here." But can you just maybe give us like one sentence on what is Colizeum for people that don't know what it is? Like, what's a good one-liner you can give about it?
Okay, that's usually the most hardest question to just answer it in one line. So Colizeum is a decentralized app store run by its community and developers. So, yep, it's that simple. It's that simple, but actually it's much more than that, and it's a long way to get there. So right now we are talking about a lot of different things like SDK, NFTs, late-turn economy, different kind of tool sets we're giving out to developers and features. But it's all just so we can get there, just so we can reach this vision of this decentralized app store. So
that was a long one-liner.
This was not one line anymore.
So really, like, you guys, the background from your gaming experience combined with you saying there's something lacking in the market, that's how you came up with the idea Colizeum, is what I'm getting at.
So the landscape in the mobile gaming scene has changed a lot since we started. So the funny thing is, when we started, the App Store was like Wild West. It kind of looks the same as the blockchain gaming scene right now. So we see that there are a lot of opportunities, and we're just in early days. But like I said, since we started, a lot of things started to change. A lot of new players came into the market, and at the same time, the market itself it became more and more restricted place for developers and for these players.
Mm.
And at one point, we just understood that there is much more we can do in a completely new space, which is built on the same grounds. But this time we have a actually chance to work hand in hand with the community and with its developers, rather than being just part of a centralized system like it used to be. So because of that, because we have felt a lot of these problems on our own skin, uh, we just by talking with other developers and seeing that they are encountering the same things, same problems,
Mm.
we understood that there needs to be a way for us and for other developers to make different type of games, to make games which are built for its community, and actually run by its community. But one of key things we identified, and this was actually quite a pain point at the beginning for ourselves, is that the barriers to enter blockchain gaming market is they're quite high, and even smaller studios and mid-sized studios, they cannot afford it sometimes, and at the same time it requires a lot of different skill sets. So it is a gaming, but it's a different type of gaming. So this is where Colizeum came up, and like Colizeum aims to be like a bridge between this old type of game making and new emerging markets of blockchain. So what we aim to do in order to build this decentralized app store is, at the beginning, to build a bridge for existing developer ecosystem to come on blockchain gaming in like easy and simple way. So just removing all the barriers and basically just empowering these developers so they can do what they do the best, making great experiences.
Because I was saying that from like my research on these things and having mates in the industry, you do see that devs have a hard time getting involved with things because either budget's a big thing, and then even if they do find someone, they like take everything off them. It's like, here you go, have your whole game, and here's nothing for you and peanuts. So really, Coliseum's giving people an opportunity, especially developers there, to say, we'll help you out, provide you what you need, and we'll give you a platform for it, and you can do what you like with it. Really, like you're giving them a huge
Hey,
opportunity.
exactly, and I think this is it's we feel kind of really happy that we can give back to the community of developers,
Mm.
and actually the business model itself, it doesn't enforce us to like put like heavy fees on the developers, because these markets, they are working just completely different. So this project just helps us to give and produce tools for these developer communities, and without like requiring us to charge them in order to sustain our operations. So yeah, this is pretty much just about developers and about the players, and we are kind of like just the guys who build the stuff, and they'll deliver to the guy, they'll deliver to the you and players and developers.
So that was probably like because you guys are doing like game devs and that yourself before, and you know your background in it. It's probably like you want to give back to the community because you know how hard it was to do. Oh, I get that feeling from you guys.
Exactly. Yep. It's the actually the one of hardest things is when you invest so much time, and then you find out that there are a lot of restrictions in the place, and you're just not able to publish your game. And that's actually the biggest pain. It's we can understand if we fail,
Mm.
but it's hard to like accept the fact that you even didn't have a chance to publish your game because you don't manage to like apply for a certain set of rules, and like the rules are changing actually every year, and it's just getting harder and harder, and the space is just getting more restrictive. But yeah, so we totally have felt all of these problems on our own skin, So we learned like in a hard way and in an expensive way, and we are basically just bringing these experiences on the board and basically using these as do nots when we are designing Colizeum. So yeah.
I like that because like I see blockchains like it's been an emerging industry for a while now. Actually, we've seen that grow and grow, but it's tiny compared to what else is out there. So like that's why I'm doing this because I want to see people get involved in blockchain because you've got huge opportunities in there. And I think what Coliseum's providing on blockchain is massive for everyone, like for the developers themselves and for gamers. Like you got to tell people like what is
Hey,
it? How does this help gamers?
exactly. Exactly. I'm happy you actually pointed that out because uh, the blockchain gaming and blockchain as it's a whole, it's just growing.
Hmm.
But if you look on like these mobile markets, then it's not rare to find like a game which has like 15 million of downloads and is considered to be doing average. But at the same time, if you look on Axie Infinity, which had its, I don't know how many players it has right now. I think 2 or 3 mil. But some while ago, when I saw like 1 mil players reaching, that that was considered to be like insane success in terms of being able to scale,
Mm.
and we are here to change that. So when we are designing Coliseum, one of key things is simplicity. So what we learned from the mobile gaming scene is that usually simple equals scale, and the holy grail of any blockchain project is to bring it for mass adaptation. So basically, to bring it out for masses, and that's what we do. That's basically the principle what we want to apply for the developers, and at the
Mm.
same time for the players. Because for developers, we want to make it like as easy as possible to onboard and just start building blockchain games or convert their existing games to the blockchain. At the same time, what goes for the players, it's also sometimes not easy task to like download a wallet, find where to purchase tokens, and
That's
and
right.
and this is all about user experience.
A
This is
big
all
big
about
issue.
just keeping these things simple. And this is like just one token. I will tell some parts about NFTs, what will be in a Coliseum, but you have to just do it once, and then you have like a huge gallery of games available,
Hmm.
and it will be easy for the players and
I've
and
seen other
the
games in
mess.
crypto. Like you see them, you get into a game, get involved in it, you finish a certain level. That's it. If you get bored of the game or your tokens are stuck in there, and that's what I've seen a lot of games. People kind of struggle with that because they go, "I've just put all this money into this game. Now I'm over it, or I've reached a certain level. I can't play past it. I'm stuck." Like I see Coliseum's giving the opportunity for players to say, "Hey, you can play multiple games, like one token." People have more of an opportunity with it, and it makes blockchain more affordable for newbies in it. And hopefully, that gets the masses in, especially with mobile gaming, and gives them an easy chance of playing across multiple things. So I like that a lot.
Yeah, exactly. It should be that way. It
Mm.
shouldn't be like registering and finding the tokens for each separate game. And it usually starts with researching each game, because each game involves some sort of risk, and
Mhm.
this is one important thing for like casual players. They just don't want to do that research, and if they don't do that, then they are quite vulnerable to scams.
That's
And in this case, it's much easier when you have like one platform which you can trust, and this is like gateway to a complete set of like wide spectrum of different experiences. So
yeah.
yeah.
That's what I see with it. Like it's a lot of guys don't like when they get into crypto. They're not doing research. They just want to something simple. If it's too hard, they're going to walk away from it. So this is like a chance to say, "Hey, this is crypto. Well, this is nice and simple." They might start getting more involved and become, part of the blockchain world. So I really like what you guys are doing for the cryptoverse. We put it that way. And the other thing I love about Coliseum is like everyone always talk about the gladiator and the Coliseum itself. You guys are like entertaining the people, which is really cool to see, and you're making it for the people. And I like how you guys played on the name, and especially these NFTs you guys told us about last week. How you got the gladiator NFT in the Senate. Really, that's bloody cool. I love the idea of it and how it's kind of like incorporating a guild aspect into Coliseum.
Yeah, like we are strong believers that things can should be told in the stories,
Hmm.
and stories are something what people are able to like understand, and because they know what it means when we use it as an example. And in our case, Colizeum is like the arena of different games.
Hmm.
So like just look at that way. Each game is like a different gladiator arena, and the players are fighting. And what we thought was that there should be a simple way how to explain like whole economy of NFTs, of tokens, of like different kind of NFTs. And we just were inspired by ancient Rome, where you had like those different kind of classes, and you had like a ruling class, you had like the fighter class, and you had a reason why these fighter classes were fighting.
Yeah.
So we kind of made up a story, but the goal for that is to pretty much explain like economic behind it. So the idea is that we're looking on 5,000 generals, which are like a super limited set of NFTs.
Hmm.
This is something what will be minted by us, and we'll be having like airdrop in like 2 months or 3 months. Like this, the date is not set yet, but it should definitely arrive by summer. And these NFTs will be the only NFTs in this Coliseum universe, which will be capable of minting new gladiator cards. So basically minting another NFTs. So this is a way how we scale. But in order to scale, we wanted to basically empower the community, this core community, which will be pretty much responsible for all the new players coming to the platform behind their wing. And at the same time, we wanted to put some financial incentive in that, and basically build in like this scholarship model what starts to like appear in the blockchain gaming scene. So pretty much it means that every gladiator, every NFT you will mint is you will be able to like harvest some sort of percentage of all revenues this gladiator makes. But to make things fun, we want to put in like these kind of tournaments in these arenas where gladiators has a chance to basically upgrade their NFT if they manage to win the tournament and become like the king on their own. So pretty much there is a way how you can start as a like a small peasant fighter and to become like a lord on your own. So
Yeah.
yeah.
That just reminds me that I used to watch Gladiator as a kid because like my mum's favorite movie, and I've watched it that many times. Remember every scene of it. Just reminds me of that, and like that's why I love it. It's like the storyline really does make this project better. And I've seen a lot of projects they just slap them together and say, "Here you go, this is what we're doing," and it comes out, it's a flop. Like you guys, like this project came out a bit ago. We invested in it, and other people got involved in it. And you guys went a bit quiet, and people panicking, going, "What's going on? Do we just get rug pulled?" But you could see the team's actually building something and making a better project. And I like what you're doing. You're working with market conditions and you're trying to make it the best it can be. And then the amount of effort you put into a project, like to make a storyline, that says a lot. So really, really proud of what you guys have done, and I wish you the best of luck with it. But very importantly, when can people get their hands on this, and how can they get their hands on it?
On NFTs, you
In
mean?
NFTs and the token itself.
We are actually having IDO on February 28th.
Mhm.
We'll have IDO on
Around the corner.
Infinite Launchpad, on the Game Starter, and on TrustPad.
Okay.
So this will be like 2 weeks of IDO, and afterwards it will be listed on central exchanges and decentralized exchanges. So at that point, we will be out public. If you're looking on NFTs, then that's a whole different question. We don't know yet ourselves. Like from a development perspective, most of the things are already in place, and we are soon to start announcing. But we'll see. We'll see. Definitely before summer.
No, well, I'm excited for the project, and I'm keen to see those competitions going to be doing for them, and to see how many gladiators make their way up there and get their freedom.
That will be actually quite an interesting thing to see. I
Yeah.
think it's quite interesting concept because what it financially means is that people are able to like buy in cheap to actually start playing with the low cost NFTs. So easy to scale as a platform, but at the same time, by winning in the tournament and becoming like this general on your own, you are actually increasing price for your NFT by like 100 times or 500 times. That depends on the market conditions. But generally, by winning that, you're actually making a fortune. So that's quite interesting way how we can basically avoid like artificial prizes, but make it by design that every winner will actually feel like a winner. And it's up to the community to decide how big the prize is.
Yeah, one of my favorite things is it's all on your phone gaming. So you're sitting there on the toilet or whatever you're doing. You can play these games, earn money, build your character up, and end of the day, you're doing something for yourself and having fun. So that's what I really like, how you guys just brought everything together. So congratulations again, guys, and I'll be supporting you guys along the way because I love this project. It's probably one of my favorite ones since last year, and keen to see it come out and when it does in 6 days' time, whatever. So very soon.
Yeah, thank you, Sam. Thank you, Sam.
Well, thanks for having you on the show today. Like, I know you guys are busy and you're this close to your launch, so I don't want to take too much of your time, but I really appreciate you coming on here. And yeah, hopefully everyone loves the project more after hearing this.
Thank you for having me, and be sure to like follow the coming days. So
no problem. I'll be there along the way, holding your hand. All right. I'll catch you later then. I'll talk to you very soon.
Thank you. Bye.
See you later. All right, guys. The camera's just had a bit of a mental there. But people, if you want to get involved in Colizeum, it's a couple of days' time. You heard it. This project is going to be awesome. We're talking about this for a long while now. Get on there, follow their social media, get into it. Don't miss it. It's going to be on those launch pads. You got TrustPad. These are massive launch pads they put into. It's also going to be on centralized exchanges. So don't miss it. Get involved with it. I'll put all the links down below for it. Do not miss it. Colizeum. And also, like this video, subscribe to the channel, and join the Discord.